Here is your full body lymphatic dry brushing routine. You can use a dry brush or not. I'm just going to use my hands. We can do this before a vibration plate, before rebounding, before you work out. And this can also just be something quick to add into your day without having to do a longer lymphatic routine. So wash your hands and we'll get started. If you're familiar with my videos, you know where to start. If you're new here, place your hands on top of your chest. And we are going to do tiny pulls down on our skin. Let's do about 5 to 10 here. And our pressure is as light as if you were working on someone who is sleeping, even a sleeping child. Go super soft. It's a downward skin stretch. Spot number 2, make a peace sign. We'll come behind the ear and in front of the ear on both sides and do tiny circles down. And your direction is downward towards the heart. All lymph needs to move towards the heart, and we're going to need to remember that as we get into our dry brushing. Okay, I just got a swallow, so my lymphatic system is starting to move. You may have noticed that. You may hear a tummy gurgle, a yawn, a sneeze, an itch, a cough. You might just feel some drainage in the back of your throat. Spot number 3 at the jaw, little circles here, super soft. Lymphatic work is incredibly soft. We just work the surface of your skin. Our lymph nodes live right underneath. Okay, 5 to 10 in each spot. All right, next spot, under the arms. So try to make sure you have full access to your armpits, little circles in there. I'm just doing tiny little massages. They're so light though. If anything is ever tender, go softer. Do not dig into your lymph system. Okay. Next spot at the diaphragm, so where the ribs come together, this little spot right here, little circles. I just got another swallow, maybe you did too. All right, that's spot number 5. Number 6 at the groin, so halfway between pubic bone and hip bone, little circles here. We always want to get our major 7 lymph nodes open first, and then we can brush or do bigger lymphatic routines. Think of these as the major stoplights in the city. If some of them are turned green, some cars can move, but maybe the other half are turned red and we can't get the other cars to move. So the last spot behind the knees, in the little knee pit, little circles there. So I just bend over and give my back of the knees really tender and soft knee circles. I swell here. Don't dig in. Okay, we've opened up our 7. Let's start brushing. I'm going to start with the face, go to the tummy, and then the limbs. That's the order to help everything move the most efficiently. So you can do both hands at once. You can do one to slow things down, but to keep it quick today, brush your face towards your ears. Everything from the middle goes to the ears before we go down. And you can flip your hand. Notice I'm not pulling the skin, I'm not yanking on it. It's super light. You can brush across. If that bothers you, do one at a time. Go down the nose, across underneath the eyes, the forehead. We'll bring that down the neck. Really work the neck. This is where the brain has to travel down towards the heart. Make sure that's moving well. Bring that down the middle of your chest. All right, we're gonna start to work the stomach. So take your one hand, brush it from your rib towards the middle of your stomach. We're aiming everything right here. So this lymph node is known as cisterna chyli. She is the biggest and most important lymph node in your entire body. From there, I'm gonna brush from the hip up, 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 towards the heart, across the low belly. And you can do any of this longer. I wanted to just do a short one for you today to keep things moving. Across the side of the chest. And I'm gonna do one more sweep. Everything's pulling up. So I take my hands off each time. We don't want it to go back and forth. Always up. Okay, I'm already feeling some lymph flow. Let's do the arms from there. So I'm gonna start at the upper arm, brush it in. You can bring the arm up. Gravity helps a lot. If having your arm up nice and high, you don't have to have it up there. You could be out here. You could rest it on the edge of a chair or a couch. You can lay down in bed and do this. Brush the forearm. I kind of cup the whole thing, and you mostly work the inside arm. And if you're using a tool, follow the same path. I just like to use my hands. I lose my tools. I don't lose my hands. All right, other side. Towards the armpit so it can help move towards the heart. Brush the forearm. Trying to keep this under 7 minutes. See if we can do it. All right, now the legs. So take one, you can do both at the same time, right? If you're in a real big rush, go for it. But I'm gonna do one leg, I'm gonna brush it up my belly as much as I can. Most of the lymph is on the inner of your limbs, so work the inner, but you can certainly work the entire leg. So I've got my leg propped on a bench. You can just brush the whole thing. You can do this in the bathroom, on your bathtub. If you have one of those little if you have something to put your foot on in the shower, this is great to do that there as well. We'll go a little bit lower, work the calf. You can do it here, or you can just lean over and do it like this. Mostly work the inside, but it feels fantastic to work the outside as well. Other side. And again, since you have two hands, you could do the legs at the same time. That just feels a little chaotic to me personally. You guys know me, I like to go a lot slower, but I've had a lot of requests for quicker videos. I get it. All right, prop your leg up, work the inner calf. Balancing is a good thing. You can cup the whole calf and pull it up like this. This is why I like my hands, because I can cup things, I can brush things. You can't cup things with a brush. Bring it up. Bring it all the way up from low belly up towards the sternum. Hey, if you want to add a little bit to your back, brush it to the front. You can do one arm at a time. It's a fun little dance. Okay, you can end there, and that's fantastic. But I always like to end with the 7 major lymph nodes. Let's reverse our order. Behind the knees. At the groin. At the diaphragm. I'm getting lots of swallows. Really soft, guys. Under the arms. I'm going to do ears next. Ears. Under the jaw. Okay, it's a little longer than 7 minutes. We're at 8:10. That's as best as I got, guys. This work should be slow, but I get it, we're busy. Last spot on the chest. So you can add that in for a little quick routine. Do that in the shower. You can just do the brushing in the shower and do your pumping in and out of the shower. I hope that helps.